Hello everybody and welcome to the video tutorial included with the Clouds Lower Thirds template. I will go ahead and show you how you can use this template together with your own projects. Let's go straight to adding the template to your After Effects project. Let's drag and drop the template into our project. As you can see, the files upload very fast even though there is an entire list of different animations in this folder. Drag and drop it into your composition. If you are working in 1080p, like I'm doing here, you will have to scale down the logo reveal in order to fit. Remember, the template is created in 4K resolution. Choose Transform and click on Fit to Comp. This looks nice, but let's go inside and start customizing it. Double click on Content here and let's make a small change. I will replace the text name with logo. Remember, you can place anything you want here as long as you stay inside these borders. To change the colors, you have to click on Sync Controls and in the Effects panel change the colors to whatever you like. Here you can change the color of the clouds. You can also change the color of the inner shadow. And you can change the blurriness of your inner shadows too. Next, I will add the drop shadow to the main comp just to create a little separation from the background. Remember, you can let your imagination free and create something completely different using the template as a base. Up next, let's go ahead and take a look over the 7 different lower thirds that we also have included in this package. Okay, let's go ahead and open the Clouds Lower Thirds, place it into your composition. Let's go ahead and make some changes. First of all, let's change the variations. As you can see, there are 7 different variations, each one with different animation, and it's up to you which one to use. Each one gives a slightly different effect. Let's go ahead and see how we can change the colors. The options are the same like the other composition. You can change the base color, the shadow color, and the blurriness of the shadow. Also, you have a content composition in which you can go ahead and replace the text or add graphics. Let's make sure that this text occupies the entire timeline. You are free to move the composition in whatever position you like. You will get a different effect each and every time. Next, let's go ahead and take a look over the slim lower thirds. Drag and drop it in your composition. I will drag and drop all of them. We have 3 different animations. One that starts from the left and goes to the right, one vice versa, and one starts from the top and ends at the bottom. You can go ahead and change the length of the animation or the time duration that you will see it on your screen. You have to trim it down so that you can see it better in the main comp. Again, the colors can be changed like in the other compositions. I notice here a little error with my mask, but you don't have to worry about that. because it's an easy fix. You just have to select the mask and the base animation and align them horizontally. As you can see, the third one is a little shorter because we changed the duration of that one. Next, go ahead and take a look over the columns. Again, this is in 4K, so we have to scale it down to Full HD. You can also change the length and the 3 different variations that you can see here. First, the second one. We'll go ahead and play with the second one. That's the start of it. The middle part you can change it to whatever duration you want. Then go to the back using key N. You can shorten this composition, then trim the composition to work area. Do this again. Let's close this one. Do this again to the column composition. You might want to change the colors, but I will keep them as they are. Again, inner color, cloud color, and the slider for blurriness. Let's go ahead and make a few changes in the content composition, just changing some text to see a little difference. Let's trim this down so that we can see the full length in the main composition. So here we have one of the 3 variations from start till end. Next, go ahead and take a look at the corners. Simply drag and drop it on top of your composition. This is 4K and it's a lot bigger than the Full HD, but who knows, you might want to use that for a different project without scaling it, but now we will scale it down. Let's go inside and see how the colors change. But you already know this, the color change exactly like in the other compositions, the other lower thirds. Main color, shadow color, and shadow blurriness. Let's make a small change here. Again to the text, duplicate it, Ctrl D, and type here. Selecting them, holding Shift, you will go down vertically. Let's change the length again, drag the middle part, and then the end. Using Shift, everything snaps in After Effects. Press N, trim the composition so we can see the full length in the main composition. Then you can see the changes here. We also have a right corner animation, but I will not cover that here because it basically has the exact same options like this one. Next we have a slim footer. This animation goes from the left of the screen to the right of the screen. Drop it on top of your composition. You can move this wherever you want, on the bottom of the page, on the top of the page. Let's go ahead and change the length of this one, make it shorter. Using Shift, it snaps to the timeline cursor. Again, pressing N. Do the same with the second composition. Add your content here. This is the content area. I just deleted one of the texts and left just one of them. You can see it reveals the text. Next, go to the bold footer. This resembles the former one, but it occupies the entire base of the page. Let's shrink this down to Full HD. Going to change the length, make it a little shorter, holding Shift. Again, I pressed N, and because the cursor remained there, I will only trim this one. A quick change in the content area. I will do the opposite, duplicate it and place it next to one another. And again, the colors, the base, the shadow color, and a slider for the blurriness. Let's take a look at it. Choose another animation for the background. And yes, it looks nice. Next, we also have a full page. This occupies almost the entire page. The options are pretty much the same. Change the length. Change the content. Place whatever you think that you might use here. Photos, videos. Since this is a big composition, you can use photographs or moving pictures with ease. The same color options and blurriness options. And the final composition looks like this. Then we have the half page, which resembles the full page, but it's a bit shorter. Colors can be changed also. Let's keep this a little blurred. Change the length. And the content a little bit. And then the final result looks like this. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please send me a message anytime.